I know this, that in 5 years, which would push us to 2022, since we're doing this interview in 2017, that Hadassah is likely to be doing another project on the meaning of Zionism, and you're going to be interviewing whether people like me or other people and asking pretty much the same questions, because this is the nature of our Jewish identity. We're always going to be debating the meaning of a Jewish state, the meaning of Zionism, the meaning of collective responsibility. All of these things have always been part of our being, our sense of selves. So we're going to continue to ask those questions. We're going to continue to ask the question of what's the nature of our relationship between the diaspora and Israel. Is criticism of Israel legitimate? Or, as some would say, illegitimate? If it's legitimate, how far does it go before it becomes illegitimate? If it's illegitimate, why is it illegitimate? I mean, we're going to be asking lots and lots of questions. Look, at the end of the day, even the notion of a Jewish state, we talk about Zionism as the embodiment of Jewish self-determination. Yes, a Jewish state. Fine. But whose Jewish state? Not so simple. Is it the Jewish state of those Jews living in Mea Sharim or Bnei Brak, meaning ultra-Orthodox Jews, who in some cases themselves have qualms about Zionism? Is it the Jews of North Tel Aviv or Haifa, who are to a much larger degree very secular, at least in their religious observance, no matter what their historical connection or conviction might be? Whose Jewish state? I don't think the notion of what a Jewish state will be resolved in 5 years or 8 years or 10 years. It's going to be an ongoing challenge. To me, again, as a Jew living outside of Israel but having devoted his entire professional life to the Jewish world, to trying to help enhance Israel's standing on the globe, it's all very exciting. Are there frustrating moments? Of course there are. Are there endless debates? You bet. But the excitement, the sheer excitement of being alive with a Jewish state, a reality, and not simply a dream or a concept in a prayer. The notion that this state, in less than 70 years, has achieved things that were previously unimaginable. Not just surviving, which itself was quite a task against 5 standing Arab armies. Not just defending itself, but bringing in millions of Jews from a variety of backgrounds and languages and socioeconomic levels, and forging a state against all the odds when people said it couldn't happen. If the state weren't destroyed from outside, it would be destroyed from inside. To me, the very idea of Israel today generates so much enthusiasm and excitement. I want to be part of the discussion. I want to be part of the debate. I want to be connected. I want my children to be connected. I think this is sort of the great Jewish story of the second half of the 20th century. And the other great Jewish story is the emergence of the American Jewish community. During the Second World War, as so many know, we were largely impotent. We were large in number. We had overwhelmingly voted for President Roosevelt on 4 separate occasions. In a way, we were in his pocket. But we couldn't move this country even to admit the 930 or so passengers on the St. Louis, who instead were sent back to Nazi-occupied Europe. So here you have these 2 great centers of Jewish life, Israel and American Jewry. And it's very exciting. And for those of us who are proud to be Jews, who are enriched by being Jews, the idea of being part of the discussion of all these questions we've been talking about, I think is the opportunity of a lifetime. And I can only hope that more people will sort of explore what this is all about.